Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing with you about hunger and food insecurities that many Americans face. We all know what it feels like to be hungry in the moment. Maybe you woke up late to start your day, maybe you were too busy during the day, you didn't get a chance to eat lunch, your stomach starts to grumble, and I personally become extremely grumpy. However, being hungry in that exact moment is different than actually not knowing when your next meal will be. According to the Department of Agriculture, about 40 million Americans face hunger and food insecurities each year. After formal research about this problem that many Americans face, I now have a thorough understanding of this and ways that we can help. Hunger and food insecurities are a common problem today here in America. These problems can cause negative effects on family. However, God calls his people to counter this problem by helping others that are in need. I will validate this statement by talking to you about how hunger is a common problem, how the problem exists due to financial resources, and that a solution should be based around a godly view of our bodies that urges us to help others that are in need. First and foremost, hunger and food insecurities are highly impacting America. The United States is the world's largest food exporter. However, today, 1 in 6 children in America will not know when their next meal will be. These children who are suffering food insecurities and hunger suffer problems such as anxiety and depression, asthma, and poor performance in school. Hunger and health are also deeply connected. People that are affected by hunger and food insecurities are also affected by diet-sensitive diseases, such as diabetes and maybe even high blood pressure. Hunger in America is also caused by poverty and the lack of access to resources. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, about 40% of families are living below the federal mandated poverty line by which they were hungry. The United States Department of Agriculture defines food insecurities as a lack of access at times, meaning that you don't always have enough food in your household to feed everybody. That is known as a food insecurity. Insecurity rates across 3,100 countries in the U.S. During the last decade were below what they should be. Another factor that affects this is people that live in rural parts of America. Sometimes they live hundreds of miles away or even 50 miles away from grocery stores, so they are unable to have the access to grocery stores and to food. To reduce the problem of hunger in America is to understand that God commands his people to give generously to the poor and to people that are in need. Proverbs 19:17 says that whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and that he will reward them. By donating our time, money, and food to local charities, we become part of the solution. By improving public transportation to Americans that live in rural areas, gives them easier access to the groceries that they need. To conclude, we see that Americans suffer every day from hunger and food insecurities. Hunger in America is caused by poverty, financial resources, and the lack of access. Families are affected negatively by this, and we can reduce the problem of hunger by understanding that God values us by giving generously to the poor and to people that are in need. To conclude, I highly recommend that if you're looking to help people that are in hunger or suffering from food insecurities, that you donate food to your local charities and food banks. Thank you.